It's the near future endpoint.
NIO stock could go back to $50 a share if this happens. Now, NIO's president just gave us a shocking secret, which might hint at this possibly happening very, very soon. And I'll explain all of this in this one video. And this is, of course, the universal compatibility of 5th gen swap stations and becoming the universal standard. Okay? And I'll play the full new president clip at the end of this video, so make sure you stay to the end and watch that, what he said. But he basically told everybody that 5th gen swap stations are already being tested. There are engineering stations available, and 5th gen swap stations will be the most universally compatible swap stations, meaning NIO cars can swap there. Okay, the 400 volt and the 900 volt batteries, and then also Firefly and Envo. They can all swap there along with the alliance partners. And this is the big hint, possibly CATL Choco swap batteries. This is very big, all right? But first of all, the timeline, the time frame. He said there's already engineering stations being deployed or being tested, and then very soon, early next year, you'll see some more of these stations being tested. And then in about 5 months' time, he said it specifically, in 5 months' time, that means early next year, you will see 5th gen swap stations come online. That's NIO's president's own words. Now, why is it so damn bullish with 5th gen swap stations? You got to understand, right now, NIO does not have a monopoly on battery swap. You guys think NIO has a monopoly on battery swap. That is not the case, all right? There are 2 other main competitors when it comes to battery swap. You have the Alton swap stations, which are basically the ones that the taxis are using. There are quite a lot of these around the city. I've seen so many of these. All the taxis can swap at those swap stations, and they do. And I've actually filmed a video about last year, 1 year ago, at one of those swap stations. And they got quite a few of them, all right? And the one that I filmed that had 2 of them right next to each other. Absolutely insane. So all the taxis use that. But you kind of don't want to be sharing the swap station with taxis because there's so many of them. It would really downgrade the swap experience. But what you do want is to be compatible with the other competitor, which is, of course, CATL's chocolate swap system. Okay, so if you guys didn't already know, CATL, NIO's battery supplier, main battery supplier, and the biggest battery maker in the world, right, leading tech, they have their own swap stations, and they have a lot of these, all right? They're aiming for 30,000 plus in just a few years. So they could possibly have even more swap stations than NIO does, which is absolutely insane. But their swapping batteries are a lot smaller, all right? And these batteries, they already have a lot of these partner cars that are coming online and have already come online. And you can see them in this picture right here. And what's really important is Firefly has, NIO CEO and NIO's president have said in the past that Firefly will be using CATL's chocolate swap batteries. Now, if that's the case, and Firefly cars can also swap at NIO's swap stations, then that means that you will also probably have those chocolate battery packs inside NIO swap stations. And that would be absolutely insane. That means NIO swap stations will become the universal standard. That means everybody can swap, minus the taxis, can swap at NIO's battery swap stations. And when you have all these franchising partners, which you guys probably didn't know, but I've reported about this on the past, a lot of NIO's current swap stations that are being built are built by guys like you and me that have some money, and then we want to have a stable return. So we join in on franchising swap stations. We basically give the money to NIO to build the swap stations, and then we earn some passive income through that. So a lot of people are doing that, and this will actually expand even more, okay? Because now you have you have that as the universal standard, and you can have chocolate batteries inside NIO swap stations, which will absolutely be insane. But NIO's president didn't say exactly whether or not that is the case or not. So he's sort of hinting that maybe it's not, maybe there will be. And he said they can't really discuss about this right now at this moment. But one thing is for sure, the 5th gen swap stations will be the most universally compatible swap station that can swap with all sorts of different cars. It will be almost like new president said, the future endpoint of what a swap station would be. Because the current situation with NIO's battery swap is sort of like, imagine a gas station, but you only have diesel, right? You don't have the other kind of petrol for other cars. So it's not universally compatible with other cars. But that 5th gen swap station could be the gas station that has all the different petrol available in this sort of metaphor, okay? And that, once that happens, then you, for sure, you put a period on this. That is the endpoint. That means that NIO's swap station is the standard, okay? And if you achieve that, then man, that means going into the future, all cars that can do battery swap will have to do business with NIO. That is the shocking thing, shocking fact, okay? And then it's sort of like making everything standard, right? Because we haven't achieved standardization yet. So 5th gen swap stations has a very good chance of achieving that. There's that compatibility factor to it. And then on top of that, they're always developing new swap stations, okay? So even 6th gen swap stations, we could possibly even be just the final endpoint. So 5th gen swap stations, there's a very good chance that we know for a fact you have all compatibility with all NIO vehicles and alliance partners, and possibly chocolate swap stations. But 6th gen swap stations has an even higher chance of being compatible with chocolate battery swap. And if that's the case, then endpoint has been achieved. You are the universal standard, because standardization is the key. It's sort of like how Tesla has the NACS port, right, standard in America. Now everybody has to build cars with that port, basically. And hopefully NIO can achieve something similar when it comes to battery swap here in China. Like, that will be very, very amazing. And NIO is getting very close to it. All right, so that's the key point. Now check out what NIO president had to say. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.
What's the plan for 5.3 Gen? Any progress on Firefly? Will Firefly work with cattle swap stations? Thank you. Thanks for asking. Battery swap stations are always a topic I love discussing. Our 5.3 Gen station development is going well. The engineering station is installed and being tested. If all goes well, I expect large-scale deployment of 5.3 Gen stations to begin early next year. Some sample stations may be piloted even earlier, before next year starts. 3 Gen stations will be compatible with Firefly. All 3 WM brands can use the same swap station. It'll also work with other companies if they join our alliance and use our system. 3 Gen is highly compatible, smart and efficient. It's the near future endpoint for swap tech. We're looking at about 5 months from now. As for KTL batteries, we have a strategic agreement with them and are still collaborating. Eventually, Firefly might use cattle batteries and integrate with their swap system, but I can't disclose specifics on the situation or progress today. Thank you.